Hey guys, it's Caitlin, and today I'm going to take you on a behind-the-scenes look at how I edit one of my photos. Today we're going to be doing Josh Chandler, number 35 from West Virginia University. This was a game I recently photographed when they were playing Iowa State this season, so let's get into it. So I actually have developed a preset that I use on all my sports photos now. So this is what it looks like. In order to save time, I'm just going to kind of scroll through the right side so you guys can just check out the numbers. If you want to, you can pause the video and take notes or whatever you need to do. But these are the color settings and the preset that I developed. Obviously, every picture is different. Every sports team's colors are different and things like that. So I tweak accordingly, but this is the base for everything that you see me post. Okay, so the first thing that I want to really make prominent and make your eyes really visualize on this picture is the school's colors. So for West Virginia, that's gold and blue. So in order to make the gold and blue really stand out and catch your eye, I want to kind of desaturate all the other colors surrounding that. So let's get right into it. So the blues, I'm going to start out with saturating those back up. This is a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to desaturate it just a little bit. And then the yellows will go right over there right away. If I drag this to the left, it makes the yellows have like a reddish tint, which is not West Virginia gold. And then if I drag it all to the right, it looks like a highlighter, which is not correct either. West Virginia has like a really rich gold. I'm gonna leave that kind of actually right in the middle and then just bump up the saturation on that. I'm just gonna play around with this and see if I like it. Nope. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, so I got my golden blue looking the way I want. Now I got to desaturate all the other colors so your eye just really draws to the golden blue only. So since they were playing Iowa State's colors are red, one of their colors. So I'm going to desaturate those to make your eye not as prominent to that. So if I desaturate them, that looks really bad, but if I saturate them, it's really distracting you from Josh, which is the main focal point of this photo. So I'm going to desaturate these to around there. And then I'm also going to desaturate the oranges a little bit. I'll probably come back and just play with these a little bit more later on, but for now I'm going to do that. And then the green, I'm going to bring this down too. Again, I want everything to be focused on Josh and his face. So this is my focal point. So I'm going to leave it right there for now. And then another thing I do with all my sports photos is I increase the clarity. So I'm going to bring this up to around, let's do 50. I think that looks pretty good. And then I don't really like using contrast. I like decreasing my blacks in order to get that contrast. I think it looks a lot better, looks a lot richer, and my eye is just super attracted to that. So I'm going to decrease the blacks. And then the photo got really dark when I did that, so easy fix, just increase the exposure a little bit. I'm going to bring my highlights up too. Bring these down. Okay, so right now I'm getting like a really purplish vibe off of this, and I don't want that, so I'm going to move this to the left to get rid of that. That looks a little better. -15. And then I'm just going to play around with the temp a little bit. Maybe add a little bit cooler. I think somewhere in there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, like I said before too, everything in my main focal point of this picture is Josh and his face. So in order to really draw your eye right on his face, I'm going to use this gradient filter, drag this up, and I'm going to decrease the exposure. Not too much. This has got to be super subtle. And then again, decreasing this blacks for contrast. So this is going to help your eyes go straight to his face, which is, again, my focal point. So you can notice the difference. See, this is kind of your eyes looking at the entire picture. And then when I add this in here, just like a subtle directing you to his face and to where I want you. Also, another good tip when you're using these gradient filters is whatever way or direction that your focal point is going in, try to match your gradient filter with that. So Josh's face is kind of going from left to right diagonally, so I kind of want to match my gradient filter with his face. So see, it's not going exactly directly, but it's going in the same direction. All right, you get the point. Without with makes a big difference, but again, just subtlety is the key. So, all right, and then I'm gonna add a radial filter as well, again, just to help focus your eyes right on Josh's face. The green primary, if you drag this all the way to the left, I don't like the yellows, that's not West Virginia, and that looks awful. So I'm just going to drag this down a little bit, and then I think I'm going to increase the clarity a little bit more. Also, this is kind of like a nitpicky thing, but in the crowd here, you can see like a lot of noise. So I'm going to scroll down and increase this noise reduction, the luminance, increase this up a little bit. You don't want to do it too much because then your photo gets kind of blurry, and I'm all about clarity and crisp, so I can't lose that. So I got to just increase that a little bit. And then I think I'm going to decrease these highlights. It's a little too yellow for me. I'm just going to play around with this. I think that looks good. Again, now I'm just kind of being really nitpicky, but I'm just going to experiment a little bit because that's what being a creative means. All right. I think that looks pretty good. I'm just going to add a little bit more to this, I think. I'm just going to see. I think that looks good. Just bring it up a little bit. All right. There we go. And then I forgot to mention too, but anytime you want to see your before and after in Lightroom, all you have to do is hit the Y, and it will show you what you started with and then all the changes that you made so far. So this is my before and after. And there we go. All right, and that is how I edited the photo of Josh Chandler. If you guys have any photos that you want to see another behind the scenes look at from my social media pages, shoot me a message and I will be sure to do a video on those. But for now, that is all, and I will see you guys in the next video.